Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Utopia Soundstage, Mike Doughty.
Thank you very much. These are your friends. 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 And hey, do you wanna go out? Or do you wanna burn? And then knock the chumps down. Hey, do you wanna dance? Seize the mysteries, hold them in your hands. These are your friends. These are your friends. These are your friends. These are your friends. And hey, let's bump around. Let's break it down and puzzle it out. And hey, do you wanna get weird like a famaloid, like a sucker seer? Is change a crime? Is change a crime? Is change a crime? Is change a crime? Is it a crime to change? These are your friends. 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 I was in many minds. I was in an airport bookstore, away for many moons. Left the suitcase on the 4th floor, enormous balloons, a gold choker made out of spoons, eating super sugar crisp. I was getting used to this well. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. There was a lot of them. There was a bloody fight next door. There was a crack stem. There was a ghoul on the misty moor. City bus, ketamine, lucid lawless, magazine, database, a lucky charm, outer space, smoke alarm. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. Keep your heart beating, keep your heart beating, beating, and the keep your heart beating, and the beating, and the keep your heart beating in the future. Overlap, overleaf, shoulder strap, fire chief, porch swing, muddy lace, purple wine, freckle face, heavy hand, closed door, contraband, North Shore, fire line, margarine, rotten line, mandarin. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. Light will keep your heart beating in the future. Keep your heart beating, keep your heart beating, keep your heart beating in the future.
Radio Woodstock 100.1. Mike Doughty.
Hey, man.
Going to be at Bearsville Theater in December doing the Question Jar
Correct.
show. So folks get to ask you questions.
Correct.
What was the impetus for this
Oh,
tour? You've been doing it for a while now.
Just wanted to do something weird. You know, you end up saying the same stuff on stage if you do it long enough, and I just wanted to not say the same thing on stage every night. And, you know, it just enforces the randomness of it, you know?
So you looked out, and did you see like puzzled looks on the audience's faces, and think maybe they have a lot of
Maybe they
questions?
have questions. It was an
That I
act of
could
public
address.
service. Yes, exactly. Just want to help people.
Do you always know the answer?
Never know the answer.
You never know the answer.
Yes, it's all fake. All fake.
But you look like you know the
But
answer.
I look, and that's really what's important.
Yeah.
Is the appearance of knowledge.
All right. Now, are the questions limited to a certain topic? Or
No. It's
any
whatever
general
you want. I mean,
questions?
they're usually super weird, and
I would imagine they would be.
it goes weird, and those are the best ones.
Yeah. When you know the answer to a weird question,
Does
that make you weird?
It
or?
makes me weird, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm weird anyway. I'm also weird. So it doesn't, yes, it does, but, you know, it's not a radical change, really.
Are you weird because of the West Point years? Now, tell us about the time,
Oh, yeah.
your time at West Point.
Yeah, my dad taught at West Point, so I you know, grew up there from like 6th grade through when I went to college.
Yeah. Did that make you a rebel early on?
Yeah,
going
totally.
to West Point?
Yeah. Totally. I mean, it just, there's no way to not be a rebel, unless you like actually join the military.
Yeah. But you knew early on that you weren't military
Pretty much.
material?
My dad was in the Army, but he didn't, he was a lot more liberal than a lot of kids' dads in terms of like, you know, being totally cool with me not wanting to go in the Army.
Yeah.
He wasn't exactly down with the artist thing, but he was okay with me not wanting to join the Army.
All right. So obviously the banjo is your weapon of choice these days.
These days, yeah. I mean, basically the song "Light Will Keep Your Heart Beating in the Future." I just improvised this banjo part on it. I did the record with a hip hop producer, this guy Good Goose. God knows why, but he had a banjo in the studio, and I just played the part. He recorded it and looped it and made that the basis of the song. So I had to learn how to play the banjo, basically. You know, because I play, you know, the thing on the song, it took me all of like 10 seconds to play, you know, so I actually had to buy this banjo and practice, and I've become kind of obsessed with it, actually.
Oh, all right. Is that your drug of choice these days,
My
too?
drug of choice is the banjo.
Okay, that's good.
Actually, number one would be coffee, and number two would be banjo.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, those are good
Yes.
drugs of choice.
Yeah, and they combine great, let me tell you.
Stellar Motel is a new one, and Live at Ken's House.
Live at Ken's House is
new
a
house.
live album that it's a document of the tour that I did in November with Cat Popper from Jack White's band and Ryan Adams' band on bass, Pete Wilhoit on drums. Just after the tour, you know, it just sounded great. You know, it was a super tight band, so we just went into the studio and, you know, laid down the show.
At Ken's house.
At Ken's house. Well,
How-
it was
how did
Ken's.
Ken get so lucky?
It was Ken's studio, but we called it Ken's house.
Mike Doughty, let's have another song.
All right. When you're going out, you're living your own scene. When you need to shout, you'll dance in your own dream. When the night is long, when the night is long, when you're in your song, the moon's in the blue trees, the sea of light. Let's pretend that the world's free. When the night is long, 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 when the night is long. Na 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 na. In your blazing hour, your light is a green flame, your room on fire, your wires are the mainframe. When the night is long, 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 when the night is long. Na 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 na
Radio Woodstock 100.1. Mike Doughty, Stellar Motel, live at Ken's house, out now. Mike's on Instagram, Facebook, all over the internet.
You name it, I'm there.
And it's available wherever fine records and tapes are sold. We'll see you in December at Bears.
You sure will. Thanks a lot, man.